The sound of silence. My cousin Manaz always seemed to arrive before she actually walked into the room. It was as if her laughter reached every place a few minutes ahead of her. That day was no different. My aunt's house was full of people celebrating the holiday. The smell of fresh tea filled the air, spoons clinked against glass cups. Children ran through the rooms without stopping, while groups of women chatted in every corner. I sat quietly on the couch, wearing the polite smile people learn to wear when they have nothing to add. Then the front door opened. "She's here!" Before I even looked up, I knew who they meant. Manaz walked in, and somehow, the whole room felt brighter. Maybe it really did, or maybe it only felt that way to me. Everyone rushed to hug her. "You look amazing!" "That color looks perfect on you." My aunt smiled proudly. "She's always so graceful." I smiled too, but at that exact moment, something shifted inside me. Just one quiet thought. Why is it always her? A little later, she sat beside me. She talked about her job, her fiancé, the little things that somehow sounded fascinating when she said them. I nodded, smiled, and secretly searched for something that would make the world feel fair again. Because when someone seems too perfect, our minds desperately want to find the crack. Then one of the women casually asked, "So, how's Manaz's job going?" It was a simple question. I had a simple answer, but something inside me whispered, "Don't let it stay simple." So I said, "She's doing well," although I heard it's a very competitive place, a lot of pressure. No one reacted. Still, I felt strangely lighter. Then I added, "Well, when everyone praises you, expectations become pretty high." A few heads nodded. Someone quietly agreed. And without realizing it, I crossed a line. I started sharing things I had heard, things that were supposedly private, things I was sure Manaz would never want repeated. Every sentence began with, "I'm probably wrong," or "Don't quote me." But every sentence pushed a little farther. Nobody stopped me. Instead, people leaned closer. The room grew quieter. The whispers began. "Really?" I never expected that from her. When the conversation ended, I felt relieved, as if balance had finally been restored, as if the world had become fair again. A few minutes later, I walked into the next room. Manaz was standing alone by the window. Her smile was gone. She wasn't crying, she wasn't angry, she was simply staring outside. Our eyes met. I smiled, the same polite smile. She smiled back, but this time, the room didn't feel brighter. Later that night, while everyone was getting ready to leave, I was in the kitchen when I heard my aunt speaking softly. "So, why did you tell her?" Manaz answered. Her voice was calm, tired. "I thought we were close." My aunt paused, then quietly asked, "Were you sure?" After a long silence, Manaz whispered, "I thought we were." Something collapsed inside my chest. There was no argument, no shouting, just a silence that slowly filled the entire house. When I walked back into the room, both of them stopped talking. The smiles were shorter, the eye contact even shorter. No one said anything. But something had ended, something without a name. Yet everyone could feel its absence. On the drive home, I realized something. Silence has a sound. It's the sound of conversations that will never happen again. The sound of invitations that will never be sent. The sound of smiles that become nothing more than politeness. Some words, even when whispered, travel much farther than we ever imagine. Woe to every slanderer and backbiter. Quran 104:1, Surah Al-Humazah, at Nafas_Geseha.